Look, Mom, no thumbs. No backlash. No thumb. Watch my thumb. No backlash. No thumb. Do y'all remember when I showed you this reel? This is called the Svivlo. S-V-I-V-L-O. And this is called the Draen 1. Let me get out of the sun here. And it has anti-backlash technology in it. Now this is the smaller bass fishing size. What's the next after that? Here's the 300 size, which is I'm very much more familiar with, because this is a saltwater size reel. You can see the difference. Okay, that's a 300. This is probably about a 100 or 150. Same exact reel. There is a bit of a difference though. The smaller one doesn't tick. You can hear it tick. Okay, when the line's pulled out. And when you go to take off the side plate, you flip this lever here and the side plate does not come off. It swings down, kind of like the Shimano's. It has ticking here on the cast control, or the centrifugal, and it holds a whole bunch more line. And I matched it up here with my Phoenix crankbait, all fiberglass rod. This is a popular reel with the Swedish pike muskie fishermen, because this reel is from Sweden. And this one is called the Genesis 1. And same thing, in the side plate over here, it's got this anti-backlash technology called Cast Guard. You don't ever have to thumb this reel, just like I just showed. Let's see if you can see it. Okay. Boom. No backlash. They come in different, these come in different speeds, like an 8-to-1 or a 6-3-to-1. Is it on here? Yeah, this is a 6-3-to-1. Same thing with this one, which is the Draen 1. I'm assuming they name everything 1 because maybe there'll be a 2 coming out. This one is really kind of more the size that I'm used to. This is the size of a Corrado 300 or a, let's say, Lexus 300 Daiwa, which I've had all those. The reason I like this rod is it's very soft, very soft. It's 100% fiberglass. There's no graphite or anything on this rod. It's a Phoenix. They used to be in California, now they're in Texas because they got bought out. Got bought out by the same company who owns Cold Steel Knives. I can't remember, GSX or something corporation. And that's what I'm doing this morning. I was just going to hit a couple places. This bank behind me right here, as you can see right there, bank is just slap full of mullet. You can see them jumping. There's just mullet everywhere. And as usual in Jacksonville, Florida, there's bait everywhere and no fish, no predators, which is kind of stereotypical. We get used to that around here. It's unbelievable how there can be so much bait, and I mean, you don't even catch like a jack crevalle. I mean, I'm throwing this plug. I remember back in the days when I used to catch jack crevalles this big in the intercoastal in the river. Now it's all these little guys. I'm going to throw the top water here just a little bit more, just to see what's going on. But I wanted to show you this reel. SVIVLO. and it's from Sweden. It's all graphite, no corrosion, lightweight. I think I did a video not long ago where I opened it up, my smaller one that was used about 50 times. And yeah, I don't filthy up my tackle, but I didn't find any salt or any grime. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't stick to this. Unlike some of my old painted reels, you know. So, all right. So let's see if I can catch anything. But I have a feeling I'll probably have to go to the matrix shad. I'm not doing so well plugging anymore. You know, many of you probably might be thinking, well, Dave, you always talk about how you got an educated thumb. And it's true. I mean, I can bait cast. I've been bait casting for my entire life. But not having to worry about adjustments, I equate it as the same as I said before. Everybody is looking for the push the easy button. I'm not usually an easy button kind of guy, but I've gotten a little bit of an easy button kind of guy over the years as I get older. It's nice having the trolling motor with the anchor lock, spot lock, or whatever you want to call it, system on it, and adjusting a reel every time you change a lure on a bait caster. The magnets or the centrifugal, the spool adjustment, or whatever it happens to be, the weights inside. I equate it to towing a boat with an automatic transmission versus towing a boat with a manual, or having electric windows versus roll down windows. That's what this is. Well, that's sort of like this. You can cast a bait caster and not even use your thumb. Okay? So there's no excuses anymore to being a spinner guy. I only cast spinning tackle. A spinning tackle might end up casting a lighter weight a lot further, but there is those instances when you want that top control. I know I do. I'm not a spinner guy, but they call this the bait caster that's like a spinner. You don't have to think about it, and you don't get wind knots. Oh my God, on a windy day with people who don't keep their line tight on a spinner. I just went through it on one of my charters. Every 15 minutes, we were getting these giant knots in there, while the other guys using the same rod and reel and never had an issue all day, right? But every 15 minutes, he had some kind of knots because he isn't keeping his line tight. He's reeling in on a spinner a bunch of loopity loose line. So that's what these are all about. I don't care if you are interested in them or not. Just now you know they're out there. The website is svivlo.com, SVIVLO.com. Go check it out. I like to highlight products that I believe in. And when I'm throwing big plugs, this is definitely coming in handy. Okay, because I can tie on, I had that top water on, and now I've got a braid sinking long cast plug on. You can cast this as hard as you want, and you're not going to get backlashed. I just try to expose everybody to some other stuff. I think I have to go to the matrix shad. All right, second cast with the matrix shad. Second cast with the matrix shad. Can you believe that? Yep, pup red. second cast with the matrix shad. Oh my God. Me and these topwater plugs and stuff ain't getting along. Soft plastics. All the way. Pupper red. Yep. I kind of knew it. Right off of that shell bar right there. I have a feeling that 300 size Svivlo will end up being a jetty jigging rod and reel combo for the out the inlet, because that's where you catch, you know, big reds, especially in the fall and the winter and everything, in the spring. I think I'm going to take all these plugs and just get rid of them because I don't do any good on them. So I may post a video about getting rid of all these plugs. I got a couple on eBay already. I think I found them. I know where all the pupper farms are. There's a pupper farm up here. Finally got a Jack Crevalle up in here. Not a huge one, but on light tackle, they're a bass fishing ruiner. I was trolling along. God, do these things pull. Man, we call them inshore tuna fish, because right before you get them to the boat, they do this death spiral. So he hit it while I was trolling. Got a trout. Maybe a keeper. Trolling through the creek. I don't think he's going to be a keeper. Nope. 14 3/4 inches.